Hello, St. John's. Father Carlson here, coming to you from the Adoration Chapel. And I'm thinking it may have been a long time since some of you have been in the Adoration Chapel. As you know, with COVID, when that hit in March of 2020, we had to shut down our 24/7 adoration. Just because we weren't confident we could get people to fill the hours, nor was it allowed to be in a small space like this. And so over that time, we've had adoration in the church on Wednesdays and Saturdays. We've the past month been back in the Adoration Chapel, but we've been planning for the last year or so to find a way where we can get back to adoration, even if the hours aren't all filled. And I'm happy to announce that we have done that. So I'm going to show you the Adoration Check. I'll step out of the pitch a little bit. It probably looks almost exactly the same to you as it does before, but you may notice that there is now a piece of glass right here. And the reason that we have the glass, and there's a lock as well, so you can't open it up or anything like that, only the person with the key can, is because we always want to make sure that the Eucharist is protected. And one of the things that if someone comes in, and maybe no one's in here, and someone comes in, they can just come in and take the Eucharist. And we wouldn't want that to happen, or to steal the Eucharist. We always want to make sure it's secure. And the best way we figured out this could happen, it is a piece of glass. Now you may be wondering, because there's going to be a practical thing here, well then how do we ever change the monstrance? The way that we would do that, change the host or the candles, is we have a key, we'll unlock it, which is already unlocked by the way. And this is the practical part. I will simply raise it up, and then there'll be a stand, and we can change out the monstrance and stuff like that. But once again, that's only for me or someone to help me to do that as well. The other thing is we realize that not all the hours are going to be filled. We want to fill all the hours of adoration. We want to be back to 24/7. But we also know that with COVID and other things happening, that sometimes I would come in here and other people would come in as well, and the Eucharist would be left unattended. And that's not supposed to happen. When the monstrance has the luna in it, the host in it, the Eucharist in it, you always want to make sure someone's adoring, but sometimes people don't show up for the next hour, something comes up. Not that we want that to happen, but it can happen. And so we've installed one other thing. What that is we've installed a shade. And so let's say you're here in adoration, and the person after you doesn't show up. What you'll simply do is you'll go over to the wall, and there's a switch over here, and you press a button, and it just says shade, and you press the down button, and sure enough, hopefully it happens here, you'll see that there's a shade that comes down. And what this does, of course, is what we call it reposing the Blessed Sacrament. And so if you come to the Adoration Chapel and the shade is down and you want to pray, you press the button, the shade goes up. We'll do that in a little bit. This will be the same thing right before morning Mass. Instead of me coming in to repose the Blessed Sacrament, the last person in here, let's say it's 8 o'clock Mass on Wednesday, so at 7:55 when you leave, you press the button, the shade goes down. And after Mass, when you come in to pray, you press the button and the shade goes up, just like this. And so a little different way of doing adoration, but the big thing is we want to get people back in the chapel to pray. And realizing that once again, we may not be able to fill all the hours right away, or something may come up. And this way, instead of leaving the Eucharist unattended, able to repose by pressing the shade button, as well as it's secure, because once this is locked, we don't think anyone's getting through there. So once again, great to have adoration starting back up Wednesday, July 7th, after the 8 a.m. Mass. If you want to take an hour, and we still recommend people to do that, contact Sarah Magnus, which is in the email, or of course you can always stop by and pray in the chapel whenever you want. The doors are open, at least during the office hour time, the daytime, and at nighttime as well, as long as you have a code. And if you want the code, let me know, and I'll let you know what the code is. All right, God bless, and we will talk to you soon. Bye.